The verdict is in. I will now begin to talk about this book, but I'll first start off with like what I feel about it so far since I'm on page 110. I think it's notable to mention that I was kind of spoiled going into it. Like, I knew... Oh gee, how do I say this without spoiling it? I liked Tamlin in book 1, and I was told that that might change. And right now I definitely see that. I'm definitely 500% in love with Rhysand. I'm like, Rhysand? It's Rhysand. Rhys? People keep talking about shadowy parallels, and I'm just like, don't stop putting that in my head. Oh my god. I'm really surprised that I don't hate this, because usually I hate angst in books. Like, when like the parts where they start fighting, I'm like, ugh. But like her and Tamlin, I'm like, it's like I don't like him as much as I used to, and I can see why people are starting to dislike him, but it's just like, I love them. The part where she said the thing, and then like he like exploded, that was like, I had to stop, and I was like, that was such a powerful scene. Oh my gosh. Rhys is so wonderful. I don't know, I'm still like halfway there. Like, I love him, but he hasn't like proven himself. Because it is like Warner, where Tamlin is like, no, you're so fragile, we have to protect you. Then Rhys is like, but you could literally kill all of us right now, you're amazing. I am posting an adamant no comment on page 22, unless you want to go check out my Twitter and see the thoughts. But I'm just going to keep reading, and I will update with... I just really like the Night Court, and I really like Rhys, and I really like Feyre. I don't go back to work until Friday, so I'm probably gonna read this all day, every day, and probably hopefully get it finished. Because look at this. Look at this. Why? Also, I keep forgetting that Rhys has wings, so every time he whips them out, I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're right. I'm just so astounded by all the dialogue in this. Like, it's so real. I can hear it. I want to be it. I'm such a slut for it. I really should have reread ACOTAR before going into this one, because I hardly remember anything from it, so anytime they mention something from Under the Mountain, I'm just like, uh-huh. Anytime Rhys speaks, I'm just like, yes, this is nice, this will do. I paused reading to buy Maureen a birthday present, and I'm too sensitive. I'm not ready for it. So this is my new bookmark. It's Prada. Okay, like, obviously, it's not, like, why does she keep letting him? If I was Feyre, I would be like, bye! This is a PSA to Rhys. Feel free to swoop in and take me anytime you want. My window is right over here. I live in Argyle, Texas. I'm single. I don't have any powers, but I do like tea. I like long walks on the beach and breakfast. To add some comedic relief, I'm going to reenact a scene from A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, starting now. Free me! No! End scene. You ever read a book so good that after you put it down, you're just like, who am I? I'm literally stuck on page 142 because I'm like, Rhys, I love you. But like, he's not even in this part. Hold on, I've gotta lay on the floor. This is fine. This is where I belong. Sometimes I'm like, why is it taking me so long to read this book? Then I remember I literally have to lay on the floor every 10 pages. But I literally cannot wait until Tamlin enters the book again, because he is gonna slam dunk some people. The book has literally been open on my bed to page 142 for like an hour, but I'm trying to avoid reading it. I might clean my room to procrastinate. It's been like an hour and it's still sitting there, just chilling. So I think I'm gonna finish a fanfiction instead, because that's procrastinating. Just posted a fanfiction, WhittyNovels.tumblr.com/fanfiction if you want to go read that. I still don't feel like finishing this. Y'all, I was feeling lukewarm about Tamlin when I began this book, and that scene still destroyed me. I literally don't know how I'm gonna handle Rhys. Unless people were lying to me, and that's not what happens at the end. If not, I will be starting a new fanfiction tab on my website. Reese and Feyre. I'm gonna be for real though, I haven't felt so passionate, I guess, connected to characters like these in a long time. Like, it's kind of nice to get excited and like fangirly over someone who's not Warner. It's such a relief. Daddy will always be bae, but like sometimes you just gotta have some variety. You gotta have some trail mix. Instantly when Reese was like, this town was untouched by Amarantha, I'm just like, it's going down. It's getting discovered. It's getting bombed. This is gonna be District 12. I'm at the part where they flew up to the mountain and they told each other their thoughts, and I'm just like, if Reese and Warner walked into my room right now and was like, come away with one of us, I would be like, I still love Warner, but Reese is basically Warner, except he has wings. Someone correct me so I don't sound like an idiot. Is it ACOTAR? ACOMAF? ACOMAF? I say ACOMAF. Is that bad? Oh, I have chocolate on my face. I'm just really confused. They're like raising people from the dead, and there's the books. I don't get it. This is getting too info dumpy. I don't care about the cauldron. Can y'all just make out already? Like, for real? You know, like in the 1500s when people watched theater performances, it was like a normal thing to yell things at the stage or like throw things or something if you had a reaction. That's what I feel like reading this book right now. I feel like they can somehow hear me as I'm like, y'all, get it together, and I'm just talking to them the entire way. Who do you think you are? Staring me down all day, sitting outside my door. I'm having a lot of feelings right now. Page 215. Did you enjoy the sight of me kneeling before you? Isn't that all you males are good for anyway? Ooh. The only thing that could make this book better is if they just all started bursting out with Hamilton lyrics. That relatable feeling when you have to stop reading in order to go throw your horse some hay. Man, those hungry horses. I've been Snapchatting in front of this window for like 8 hours now, but little do y'all know, there are horses outside my window, just chilling all the time. When Reese and Feyre share a room together. Sarah J. Maas could literally publish a shoe or a soup can, and I would read it. Tina, come here. Hi, baby. I don't have anything. Hi. Hi, Thor. Hi, sweet boy. Having fun in the sprinklers. How do you feel about our mighty High Lord Rhysand? He doesn't care. I just love him so much. That's all. That's all for this. In clarification, I'm referring to Reese, not that horse. Although I do like that horse. It's a pretty good horse. You ever read a book so good that whenever you put it down, you're like, why am I a human? I'm not allowed to talk about what I'm currently reading because my mom would see this and confiscate my phone. But oh my goodness. Page. This was great. It was going great. But then it started getting angsty, like, I didn't need that. And it's not cute. You know, I thought that by the time I got to the end, I would be like, and I don't know if it's because I'm tired, but I'm just chilling. However, I was screaming on the inside that entire throne room scene. How dare she? Good morning. What a beautiful day to think about Resand. I would like to comment on the hotel room scene I just read, if that's okay. If I can bear it. Stellar. Wonderful. But, like chapter 55, I have some problems with the timing. Like, we have been building all this angst, am I right, ladies? And it just, like, it was anticlimactic, no pun intended. I was expecting first kiss, second kiss, it would be, like, dazzling across the room underneath the stars. But no, they just casually jumped into it, and I was like, it's supposed to be more meaningful than this. I'm fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing has been more fine in my entire life. And Nora, I'm literally having to take a break because I'm not used to this. I've made it through 55 and 56. I'm just gonna stop reading right now. Okay, but what are the odds that it would mirror Ignite Me, like, so closely? 55, first confession of love, table, bed. 56, bathtub. How dare you, Sarah? He knows it's been 2 years, but I'm still sensitive about it. This is fine. Everything is fine. I'm gonna go walk around and burn off steam. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. That was all 55. Never mind. This has literally just been sitting in my lap, but I can't deal with it, so I'm not gonna deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. Remember when I told myself I'd only read 1 page per day before next year? Same. I don't think I've showered in maybe 2 or 3 days. This book is hurting me, mortally wounded. Also, I am both mortified, confused, and amused at how he's like, our bond must protect her. Men are so weak, I'm telling you. They just can't control themselves. How do you feel about our mighty High Lord Resand? Same. High five! How do you feel about our High Lord Resand? I just said Resand. I hate myself. Bye. Can I pet you? Okay. Can I pet you? I'm scared. Never mind. It's been several hours, but I'm still reeling. Chapter 55. It's the same in both books. What are the odds? Did Tahada and Sarah, like, compare notes? I'm just having a lot of emotions about it. Also, I'm almost done with it, and das ist nicht gut. Nicht. Ich möchte mehr Reese. Ich möchte mehr. Tamlin, you ignorant slut. Oh, the floor is calling to me. The floor is calling to me. Oh my god. You know how when you have faith in someone, and then you don't anymore? There was a time when men were kind. I'm reeling. I'm not going to be able to get through the last of this book. Remember when I said I couldn't wait for Tamlin to come back into the story? Haha, yeah, never mind. Congratulations, I played myself. I literally don't want to finish this. It's a train wreck. Bye. Fine. Nope. Goodbye! I trusted you. I believed in you. I have spent 3 days reading you, and this is how you repay me? I haven't even finished it. Literally 10 pages left of the book, but one of the goats just got caught in the fence and I have to go help free them. This is my life.
Oh, I see. I have no idea how he did this.
Yeah, goats are dumb. But I kind of needed that because I was about to thrust my ooh, I should not have used the word thrust. Throw that book across the room again. Reese and Feyre are never allowed to have kids because I know that Tamlin is gonna be like, ooh, I imprinted and I can't deal with that. I wasn't ready for that. Okay, on the for real, it's hard for me to imagine that anyone can be as obsessed with the person as Tamlin is obsessed with Feyre. Like, maybe it's a Fae thing to be, like, super intensely connected to someone, but, like, who goes to those lengths? I will now go into hibernation. Goodbye. And done with the Snapchat reactions. I will probably make a YouTube video out of all of this, so if you're watching from YouTube, what's up? I'm gonna go shower, change out of this freezing and wet shirt, and just think about all the sins that I witnessed. Maybe pray a little bit. It's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. I'm gonna go. Okay, that was too much. I might start crying. Oh my gosh, I just felt it. What am I to do with my life after this? What's next? There are people that haven't read this book. There are people that don't know Reese. How do they live? I told myself I was gonna go shower and pretty up before I filmed this section of the video, but I feel like the most candid and appropriate time to film it is right now, literally 30 seconds after I just closed the book. The book being A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Okay. You just finished watching footage of me reacting to the book, or maybe you skipped forward and you're just now listening to my thoughts about it. So I'm going to avoid talking about the things that I've already talked about on the story and just give you an overall accumulation of my thoughts. My final impression of this book. Wow. I was like lukewarm fan of the first one. It made it to my favorites video, but it wasn't like the best thing in the world. I think I gave it like 4.5 stars. Oh no. This one grabbed me by the throat and I loved it so much. I keep thinking about it and like I didn't think Reese would capture my heart. It was so great. I don't know if you can tell, but I still have a pretty dark stain on my shirt from dumping water on myself. The feelings, man. I think I'm just gonna like start blabbing the first thing that comes to mind in no particular order. One of my main issues with the series, or Sarah J. Maas in general, that I've noticed is that she gives you a very ambiguous outline of the world, or rather the magic system. It's a pet peeve of mine whenever she uses so many loopholes. Like, there's no explicit outlined boundary to what the people can and cannot do. Like, I never understood the cauldron. I might have to reread the first book, but like I do not understand what the cauldron is for, what they use it for, like what its origin is. And maybe a lot of the issues I have with this book are because I forgot a lot from the first book, but regardless, I feel like we're not given a clear enough outline of the history of the magic and the creatures and the fae to be able to be like, oh, okay, so this is what we can predict in the future. And that's how I feel reading even Throne of Glass. Is like, I don't know the magic system well enough to be able to go, oh, okay, that makes sense. What's gonna happen next? Because she kind of just pulls things on you. Be quiet. And you're like, oh, that's possible? Okay, whatever. Then you roll with it. And I hate that the entire series is just constantly doing that. Like, oh, they're gonna defeat it. No, they're not. There's some loophole that they can take where they can't get through it. Oh, they're gonna do this and use that magic. No, they can't. There's some loophole that makes it so that they can't do that. And it's just endless frustration. I will say this, because I've been hinting at it. This series is rivaling Shatter Me. Reading this book, everyone was saying like, oh my gosh, it's like Unravel Me. It's like Warner. And I was like, okay. I can see it, and the reason why I hate that is because I inevitably compared the two, and so I'm like, well, Reese is just Warner except better because he has wings, and like, I don't like it more than Shatter Me at this point, probably just because there's so much confusion still. I'm like, what just happened? What? The magic, like, the biggest thing that sticks in my mind is that I don't understand a lot of the things because the magic is so crazy to me. But something I do want to really focus on and indicate is the ending with Tamlin. I said this in my reaction, but I'm pretty sure this could have been a duology. They could have gone to that cauldron room, enchanted like the dragon tales, incantation, whatever, and been like, I wish with all my heart for this to stop happening and let the human world be fine. That could have been it, and we could be free. And they could get married and have, well, they did get married, but they could have a wonderful life together in the future. But then it was like, psych. I'm just, oh man. Like, I'm not saying I don't want that third book, but if we're gonna have to go through more of this, me laying in bed on my 4 days off and just dying, which is really just code for count me in, but still. Like, her sisters, I don't understand the point of that. I was just hoping that she would, like, I literally like envisioned in my head in that final scene when Tamlin was like, oop, I'm her mate. With all my being, I wanted her to just like shove her hand in his chest and like rip out his heart. I'm so done with Spring Court. Reese and Feyre are so precious. Brandon is FaceTiming me right now. I'm currently filming my reaction video and I'm literally dying.
You know what? Okay. What do you think?
Okay,
what happened?
so I finished the book.
Okay.
And ooh. It was good, but like, did not see that coming. Several hours later, this is a professional video, ain't it, folks? If you don't know Brandon, he's an amazing YouTuber, and we were obviously talking about ACOMAF for a very long time, so I'll link his channel down below. I assume he's gonna do a review on it. If not, it'll probably be in one of his wrap-ups and you can hear what he has to say about it. Anyway, friend promo over. It's been a couple hours. It's settled in. I think I like it more than Shatter Me. I think I love Reese more than Warner. There's just something. I'm still really bewildered by Sarah's style of world building where she gives you like half information about things and you're kind of left having to go, okay, so what can and can't happen in this situation? We don't know. It's so worth it for the entertainment value of the book, for the incredible character development of the book, for the imaginative and unreal quality of just the crafting of such an interesting plot. Even though it is a retelling, I just like every single character in this book I have an opinion about, which means they're relevant, which means they're developed. It's just such good writing, and not gonna lie, I started a fanfiction already about this. It's been a really, really rough ride. No pun intended. I don't know, should I talk about the sexy scenes? My parents have me on Snapchat, so I can't just come out and be like finger blasting and like talking about it because they would be like, But let's go deeper into this. I've mentioned this briefly on Twitter. My overwhelming impression about it is I'm just super shocked that Sarah did it. That the publisher would put it through, that it's as juvenile fiction, just wow. But then like beyond that, thinking about the characters, the way that it came off to me was I'm reading about characters that I really, really like. They're like friends to me. I'm like in her shoes. So to read things that are so descriptive, first of all, I've read the erotica. I've read 50 Shades of Grey. I've read new adult books that get really into it. And usually when I read that sorts of stuff, triggered. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing this? I don't want to think about Reese right now. Where was I? Usually when I read those sorts of things, it's like light, cheesy contemporary. And I don't give it a second thought. I don't care about the characters. It's fine. It's just like on a whim. This is about characters that I'm feeling and I love. And watching the intimate, or rather reading the intimate scenes, it feels like I'm witnessing something I'm not supposed to. I'm not uncomfortable reading it, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Can anyone put this into words for me? It's just very shocking to learn intimate details about characters in YA. So that's my opinion about it. So thank you everyone for watching this video as well as my Snapchat if you engaged in those. I will see you all next time. Hope you're having a wonderful life. I just unironically peace signed. It's the fall of humanity. Goodbye everyone!